welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see, the Groupers taking on a team from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Groupers will kick it off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense will have the football first. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
The Groupers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to sneak it. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He slides that just inside the right upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
He gets a block. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the offense onto the field again. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. On the run, it's Craig. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Groupers will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
Under fire. He's going to run it. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Having a playmaker like that can get the offense out of just about any situation.
And no doubt, he can roll right, he can roll left, he can do whatever he wants and buy time and throw the football, but you have to defend everything. You have to defend pass, you have to defend run, and you have to defend plays that aren't even called. So good luck stopping this cat.
And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground. Take away that run game. Make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Well, he couldn't find any running room at all, and he'll end up taking a loss on the play.
Yeah, great discipline on defense, too, because if you're going to stop the option, you have to play assignment football. Everybody doing their job. There was just nowhere to go there for the QB.
Looking left. Makes a connection. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. The groupers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The play action fake. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Now on 2nd down. They'll run the option. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Look out, he's got room. There he goes. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Razorbacks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Back to the ground game on the left. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
He's in open space downfield. Turning it on. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the 1st quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. First play of the period, 1st down here. Motion from the wideout. The give to the back. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. And the Groupers have their offense in high gear. He'll ride his man on the option. Oh, better look out. Oh, a lot of space. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. A 1st down run on the doorstep. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
Zings it complete to the right. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Already 1 for 1 on field goals today. He'll try to make it 2 for 2 from 22. And that is no good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, and the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Oh, they're after him. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Hoping to find one that works this time on second down from the 7. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And down he goes back at the 3.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the...
Breaks into the open. Past the first down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Razorbacks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Under fire. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pick.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
He doesn't need anything to be on it. He just makes it happen himself. Hey, I'm going to call a pass. You know, I want to throw the ball down the field. Oh, it's not open? Okay, I'm just going to pull it down, make it happen, take it to the house. What a scramble by the quarterback.
He'll bring it out. It's Jeffrey. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Give to the running back. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Pressure coming. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap. Try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. The groupers will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Here we go. They'll start this drive going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Meyer. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. He's going to take off. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. And the Razorbacks moving quickly to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
The Razorbacks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback keeps it. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. And the Razorbacks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to throw on first down. Right on the money. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. So now on comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to pass, it's Wicks. Makes a grab over the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Fires to the middle. Finds the big tight end. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. To the air on first down. Here's a heap. He'll pull it down and run. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. And the groupers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quick snap and a spike to stop the clock.
No gain on the play.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
The groupers will punt it away on 4th down. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll try the run. Crosses to 40. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Fayetteville.
The Razorbacks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Jeffrey. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
There he goes. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
By the receiver.
And the groupers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
He'll pull it down. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
The groupers line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Here comes the option. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Off play action. Shoots it to the left. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia Southern is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Kent State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Well, that was a dart right there. He's going to give Arkansas a chance because in the old days in the SEC, you had to run the football if you were going to win championships. Today, you better be able to get it done through the air. When you think of all the great play callers in this league and all of the Heisman Trophy winners this league has seen at the QB position in recent years, you better be able to do it throwing the ball. This guy, I think, gives Arkansas a chance with his arm.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Razorbacks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Randall. Stumbled to the ground.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide, either way.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll run the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Wicks. Pocket breaking down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game, and now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the groupers send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Here comes the Heat. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And how about the coverage on the back end by this defense, man? Great job. Nobody's open. He's looking for somebody to make a play. We've seen him already take off, make plays with his feet, but he tries to do it with his arm, and the defense gets home.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. To the ground with the back. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. On the option. Finds a little space. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The analytics nerds say the goal was at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. On the option. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. We've reached the bridge. Arkansas has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Trying play action. Got it in the middle, it's Peterson. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the 2nd level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. To the air, it's Wicks. Trying to get behind the defense. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Bringing the heat. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
On the run from inside his own 5. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead. Oh, he's got some space.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Rushes on him. And it's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
It's a big mountain to climb, but the defense helping themselves out by getting that takeaway. They're going to need a few scores now, but you needed something positive to happen. You needed the momentum to shift, and I think the defense just did.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
A big part about playing the quarterback position is turning the page, playing the next play, not letting bad plays beat you. And that's his first career interception in college football, so that's going to sting. But now you've got to get back out there and lead your team.
Got the first down, looking for more. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The Razorbacks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
The offensive line coach will be pulling his hair out. His head coach is okay right now because they're winning the game, but from an O-line standpoint, they've been atrocious in pass pro.
Under fire. He'll try to do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. And the Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the ball will come to rest just inside the 40-yard line. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Turning it on!
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Groupers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Makes the catch. It's Chandler.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Back to pass, it's Wicks. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to do it on the ground. And some room to work. He's loose. He's at the touchdown. Groupers. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And the ball was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's sort this one out.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. Just couldn't stay off the quarterback, and that roughing the passer call has them set up with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Holding. Offense.
His offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. First down for this offense. Out of the gun, looking to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Going over the top. He's got it inside the 25. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they're executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Razorbacks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. 3rd down play from the gun. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown Razorbacks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Tulane was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in New Orleans. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction.
Gets it to him on the screen. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free.
All that speculation all week, and now we know that something tells me...
And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Groupers.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
The Hands team out there to avert disaster, and so they do. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And they'll take a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys